wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. He just celebrated his birthday, so I'm surprised he's here. He was in the club all night last night.
I appreciate y'all for waiting for me here.
Hey, Boogie.
Hey, Boogie is here. How old you turn, hey, Boogie?
27 today.
27. Damn, you getting up there, bro.
Getting up there with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's so interesting, man? My daughter's 14, and she just started listening to rap. I didn't even know she was listening to rap, you know what I mean? Because she never seemed to be into music. So I'm talking to her. I'm like, well, who's your favorite artist? She said, a motherfucking Boogie.
Yeah, that should be out of nowhere, too, for me, too.
Into the bike.
It be out of nowhere for me, too, because it's like you don't know your fans until you actually go touch to touch. That's what this album is all about right here.
Me versus myself?
Yeah. This is the most touch-to-touch album I'm ever going to do when it comes down to it. Like, me and fans signing autographs and CDs. I'm going 1,000 people a day in stores type shit, back to back.
Why are you getting back to that? But why are you going? Because that's what usually artists do in the very beginning when they first start.
Yeah, it's getting back to that time. They made it harder for us for a little, you know. I ain't gonna go too crazy, but they made it a little harder for us artists nowadays. I'm gonna put y'all on after this, but yeah, we gotta take
When you say they made it harder, who made it harder?
I don't know who did that shit, but they made it tough. I'm gonna tell you a matter of fact, fuck it, look. It used to be 1,500 streams equal one sale. Right. They kinda doubled that now.
Really?
It's almost 3,000, yeah. So imagine what the numbers is looking like now.
But how do they just do that? How do you just calculate?
Exactly. That's out of my, you know. So I got only one job. So to fix that, I can't even, you know. I don't even know who wrote that shit down. You know, government. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think artists got away from doing that traditional stuff because they so reliant on the internet? Let me just get my online promotion and see what happens, and they forgot that ground game?
Nah, they working with the system of how it works. Like, so like it always changes. So for me, we always gotta adapt to this shit, adapt to the environment, fellas. For me, like.
But how do you chase that, right? Because Drowning did what, 7 million? Over 7 million?
Yeah, Drowning almost diamond now.
Almost diamond. So how do you chase that? Because now it's almost like the game. They moved the goalposts on you.
There's no change in that. You just add on. We just add on, keep on going. We ain't even look back. For real though, that's my main thing right now. I don't even look back. I just do it. After this album, we going back to back. 3 albums this year on God. 2023, we going every 3 months. Spin cycle on them one time. Feel me? And then like when it comes down to everything we doing with the Barclays. I forgot what date we doing Barclays.
They just announced the show at the Barclays. Actually, our station is doing it. And we're actually gonna have some tickets to give away. I'm not sure today, but it's March 4th when you're doing the show.
Oh yeah, March 4th.
We're gonna have a party bus where actually we're gonna be taking listeners to A Boogie show. We'll give you more details about that. So you released a video about a day ago with Kodak Black. And this is how long you've been up here. Last time you was up here, you and Kodak Black was kind of beefing, going back and forth.
Nah, we ain't never had no beef. It's all like when it look like internet stuff, man. You know, you can't even assume from there. Just let people just say whatever they want.
Yeah, I said y'all want to fight each other. You want to fight Don Q, and it was a thing.
I ain't see all that.
Yeah,
you can't say each other. You can't say each other. You never heard me say anything.
No, not you.
Nah, it was never nothing. No, like everything go good with that.
Now the album is called Me Versus Myself, and it says it represents your two sides as an artist and a person. So what's the difference between you as a person and you as an artist?
Shit, it's not just between like that right there. It's like it's a whole lot of ways I look at it in the alter ego, like, So it's like I wake up in the morning, bro. I live a million lives. So it's not just me versus myself. There's a whole bunch of us in this shit. It just comes down to like what I break it down to in terms of answering the questions myself. Like, you know how people usually look left and right. How you figure this out? Even if you're not asking questions, somebody's on the left side, on the right side trying to tell you the answers. And that's how I even grew up. Like, I was cheating on tests. So, we can't cheat this time. We got a whole type of like environment where, you got to depend on yourself nowadays. You got to turn this shit up. So that's why we here right now doing this me versus myself thing. Because, man, it's a whole lot of things that I just went through where I can't even, just put it out there in the songs and shit, but it's deeper than that.
At one time, we couldn't keep A Boogie out the Bronx, right? You were home every other day. You were on the block every other day.
You know the craziest place in America is the Bronx and all of Florida. You do know that, right?
Nah, they be saying, yeah, I heard the low, I heard the stories.
So what made you say, you know what, maybe that's not where I should stay alive? Or are you still there?
Because I'm not dirty no more. I used to be dirty Bronx thing. I I ain't dirty no more, so we gotta change it up. I'm Hollywood Bronx nigga. Yeah, so we gotta switch that one up. Oh God, we ain't dirty Bronx niggas no more. So
Remember what I said about the French?
Hey, dirty Bronx
The French
nigga.
was so mad.
ex French, we going to Dubai, Saudi with it. We can't, you know.
Yeah.
We changing things up, you know.
Do you feel like your fame doesn't allow you to be who you are?
Nah, you always got to be who you are. When it comes down to rules in life, you got to, you know, go down with morals because you don't want to look like an asshole. And I mind my business a lot because I don't want to be, you know. But yeah, of course you got to be who you are, especially when you got little ones looking up after you and shit. You want them to be guided. So it's certain things that that's why I say touch to touch, because we could get off this, you know, right here, and I could chop it up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's always like that with me. You know, this ain't even me right here, but this is me with the microphone, so I got to do it, you know. I love music. I love my career, so I'm here with these interviews, press runs, and all that. This time I'm trying, but, you know, it took me a long time to really get it and understand why I needed to be here. In the beginning, I already know I hated interviews.
Yeah.
So, like, now this time around, we getting used to everything. I'm getting used to everything. We used to everything. Or I told y'all I'm switching this shit to nightclub next time, though, and I'm dead ass. Next interview, I don't know what the name of it. Next interview, next album, we gonna name this one Dinner Club, and I'm gonna bring mashed potatoes, candy yams.
I also don't think it's fair, though, man, because they bring y'all young artists fresh out the hood and just throw y'all in front of the cameras.
Correct.
Just throw y'all in front of the microphone.
Look at my eyes. Look, I got bags in my eyes right now.
You see your eyes, man. You had a good night last night.
I was installed. Look. They just
got
told me I had
singles in your
they told me I had singles in my pockets. That's I was installed. We threw that shit off.
Why you cuff the ones? Why you ain't let them fly?
I threw 30 yesterday. I threw 30 the day before yesterday. I ain't even know what this was. I thought it was hundreds.
What?
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, why you got singles in your pockets? I ain't even know. Yeah.
You threw thank you.
Yeah.
They think I'm not gonna take this.
You throw it on.
You gotta split.
Hold on. You threw 60 grand
50,
in
yeah.
the
2 days, 60 back to back. Cause I was gonna throw 27,000 since I turned 27. You know, we ain't going crazy like that how we went before. Cause we was in the strip club every day before. You already know. But now this time around, I'm just, you know, celebrating occasions, special occasions only. But 2 days is my B-day. That's when I was jacking. So.
I want you. I like that. It's cool because you're young. You can live your life, but you should start flexing different. You know, throw that money at HBCUs. Throw that money at mental health organizations.
I ain't gonna tell them where I throw that. You know.
Yeah.
Like it's places where they want to see me throw the bread into. That's kind of stupid. So I'm gonna show them that. But what they don't want me to throw my bread into, I'm not gonna show them that.
Oh, so when you actually donate to like real causes, you're not gonna let them know.
Yeah, I'm not. You see how I just gave you that? I don't go up to bums. Like I said before in my whole life, I don't go up to bums and put them on camera.
You're not calling Charlamagne a bum, are you?
Nah.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're
He
saying.
know what he is.
Yeah.
When you put a bum on the camera and you give a nigga $100 bill, like that's not me. That was never me.
I get it.
When I donate for whatever you want to call it, for my taxes or whatever, that's not me. I'm not donating for, you know what I'm saying? I do whatever I do for write-offs, but when I donate, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not me when it comes to all the publicity, extra shit for you know? But yeah.
What do you think about the music now and some of the music coming out of the Bronx and coming out of Chicago and coming out of these areas? It's very violent at times where people are talking about
it been
the
violent.
stuff that they're doing. It seems like it's worse now.
50 Cent taught, nigga.
He said he taught you how to rob on your album. That's your mentor, yeah.
I was 13 when it been like this. Role models fucked us up. I'm trying. Or don't follow me, but, you know.
I think the more you experience, your music will change.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. The more you experience, everything should change for the better only, though, when it comes down to it. I seen too much bad shit happen to not let it be like that.
So when they said you got an experience where you took 50 fans and took them through the Bronx to get a first listen to the album. So with that, what are you trying to show
Oh, no,
fans?
I'm doing that now. I'm doing like a tour, not a tour bus, but it's kind of like a bus.
Party bus, they say.
Yeah, like a party bus where fans are going to see me perform live on the bus. Last time I did it, I went around kind of performing for the whole Bronx outside the bus. We're going to do it like that too, but we're going to do a VIP package for the fans that's touch to touch, like I said, and we're going to be on the bus inside the deck, for me.
So what do you show them in the Bronx? I mean, because, you know, I don't want to say a place that you escaped.
We're going to go to Highbridge.
Okay.
Yeah, I just came from Highbridge. It ain't like, you know, I don't go to the block to the Bronx all the time. But, you know, it's like, who else do I know when it comes down there? Like, my friends still, my family still. You know, I got it. It's the industry and it's real life still, you know. That's why you got to treat this shit like business how it is. You can't get too comfortable and make that home like that, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
So you just want to show them, like, yo, this is what influences the music.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
It's not even that. It's just in my heart.
Are you ever surprised?
I'm not supposed to be out there. Like, I'm not supposed to be on the block and shit, bro. Look where I'm at. I'm not supposed to go back there. But real shit, I be like, that shit just in my heart sometimes. You just end up there, you know?
Even when you see what happens to other rappers a lot of times when they go back to their own community,
Yeah, that's the
Boosie
thing.
legendarily said that most rappers get killed in their hometown.
Yeah, that's the thing that people don't realize when it comes down to mistakes that we seen from other, you know, other fellows, you know, like it's like we like a year go by, 2 years go by, and we don't participate no more. We just bypass the shit. So it's like, I just move militant though. So it's, you know, like forever and ever, anything that happens, we add on, never subtract.
So when you see another incident, you like, go get another security. Or
Different than that, yeah, even meetings,
yeah.
back to back.
I was going to ask, are you ever surprised with how strong your fan base is and continue to be? Like, you saw a lot of Apollo in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that core fan base is like, it's a hard thing to get. It took me a long time to build that too. And one thing I do want to say on that behalf right there is that I apologize to all my fans that waited for so long, and I would never do that shit again.
And why? But why? Why did they have to wait so long?
They didn't have to wait so long. I just, you know, people go through their own things, and that's your problems. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those, and I ain't gonna do that again. I ain't gonna. It's my job, like I said.
I was also
So
going
I'm
to
gonna
ask
keep
you,
that
though,
over here, and keep the other shit over there. You know.
I was also going to ask you, right before the pandemic, you had your baby. So how was that pandemic? Because the pandemic opens up a lot, right? Because now, you know, usually you're on the road every week and you don't get to see your girl as much. You don't see your baby as much. But now,
That
for
brought
2
me in.
years,
Yeah.
you're in the house, everything. So how was that experience?
That brought me locked down. Like, I was in the house all the time, literally when the pandemic first started, and I ain't like how I got used to that though. I got too used to that shit. I had to come outside. Oh God! But the best feeling in the world is waking up. You know, you got your family there. Everything is all right when it comes down to that. Anything else outside the house and shit that's not family related, it's relevant, but it's irrelevant when it comes to the family first and shit. So everything else is like less stressful when it comes down to everybody being happy inside the house, you know. So
How did that make you a better person, you know, especially having a baby and being in the house that long? Because you get to experience things that, you know, we didn't get to experience because everybody's on the road.
nah, for real. It made me ask so many questions about how long, like how much I should be there, things like that. Like I'm going on tour this February coming up, and I want to go on tour back to back, right? But I also don't like bringing my kids on the road with me. It's a dangerous world out here when it comes to certain places, especially with shows, thousands of people. You know, it's too much going on, and I'm a paranoid person, so you know people do that, but I don't be doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it, it's just like, you know, whoever your personnel is, like, do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to tell people they supposed to do things a certain way, none of that shit. You know, be yourself. Like I said, do it how. Man, this nigga Star calling me. Do it how you do it.
I guess you
Shout
kind of
out
look
to
at
my guy Star.
I guess you got to look at it like, you know, you securing your kid's future.
Nah, for sure.
You know?
It's deeper than that when it comes to kids' future. You know, different than that.
Yeah.
Way different.
Because these your prime earning years. You on the
we
road
don't-
getting that bag.
We ain't just here allowance. Ain't none of that no more. It's different. You know, nudies and shit, like, it's different. Oh God.
Listen, when I call you to come perform for my daughter's birthday or something, okay?
No,
You got
no, but
you
already
gotta
asked.
pull
That was the question
That's what
right
he
there.
wanted,
No,
that
no
money
questions
he gave right
asked.
I'll pay.
Nah, you don't gotta give me nothing.
I'll
We
pay.
here. We here. It's spin my shit. We here.
That payola.
That's against the law. I didn't hear that. It's against the law.
Nah,
I'm right over there in
I'm
Jersey.
talking about when he in the club. You know, he be in Dubai in the clubs. You know, low key.
He ain't no be in no club.
He said Dubai.
He don't be in the club in Dubai.
He messed it up.
I go
Okay.
in the club out the country.
I tried. He messed it up.
So for all your fans out there that about to, you know, stream your new album, what do they get from this album that they didn't get from the last album?
Last album, y'all didn't get the whole package of me. I dropped the album and everything happened. You know, pandemic happened, and I just, you know, I went out, turned the light switch off. This album right here, I really get to show y'all why this shit really so fire. First of all, I'm gonna let y'all hear it first when it come down to it. I want that album to come out, and I want y'all to really, really tune in. This shit called Me Versus Myself for a reason. First song, again, food for thought. I need y'all to tune in. Every single word, tune in. That ass though, because I really be talking, and the motherfucking transition from artist, my first mixtape, to this album right here, I feel like the development is just too crazy to like bypass if you're really a fan of the first the songs when I first came out. I feel like it's just too much of a development. So man, gotta tune in.
Did you take the opportunity for granted when you first got on? Like when you first got in the game?
Hell no. When I first got on,
Yeah.
I was in the studio every single day faithfully, just like how I am now. But I was in there after I made my album. Next day, I'm still in there like I ain't make an album. I'm still like that. Like that's why I mean.
You were one of the first artists that didn't necessarily need radio. That you were one of the first artists that radio didn't matter.
Yeah,
because you were streaming at alarming rates, and I just remember that you didn't care about radio. You didn't care if your record was on the radio as much, and you were one of the first artists that had a huge success without that.
Yeah, I remember me and bro was talking about that. Shout out to Vert, where me and bro had that conversation about that shit a minute ago. But when it comes down to it, that's why I say it's all on your personnel. Like every artist is, a different artist. Like you gotta really look at it. We can't all do the same things at all. For real. So word, shout out to my boy Vert on that one right there.
Who's influencing you now?
Everything is an influence to me. Even if it's negative, positive, everything is an influence to me. Or like you hear the songs nowadays, shoot 'em up, bang bang. Everything is an influence when it comes to like love. Nigga, somebody like actually hurting you in life when it comes to like your feelings and shit. It's all the same cycle. You bring it out in the studio, take it out in the studio, whether you're happy, mad, sad, everything is the same type of
How do you
vibe.
deal with that? Do you put it all in the music? Let's say you get an argument with Shorty and
yeah, I don't talk much. So it's like once I'm in the studio, that's it. Like if I'm arguing with
so
somebody,
you argue with your Shorty, you be like, I'll be back.
That's the only time I argue is when I'm arguing when I'm arguing my show, it's the only time. My girl, the only person that could really make me argue, but
Cause she know you.
Yeah. She know how to push them buttons. But when it comes down to it, for me, I ain't worried about nothing. Now we good. So I'm going to the studio and I'm locking in. Oh God.
Do you feel the success like when you title a record "Drowning 2," the Water record? Does that put pressure on that record?
I just wanted to name it Water, to be honest. But we did that because for a certain reason, yeah. Or
streams.
Yeah.
And I would, with next year being Hip Hop 50, right, and 50th anniversary of hip hop, and of course hip hop was founded in the Bronx. Do you grow up differently, being that the Bronx is the birthplace of hip hop, or is it one of those things where it kind of goes over your head?
Nah, that tradition don't leave the Bronx. When you go there, it's like they gonna show you. You're gonna feel like you in the heart wherever you at in the Bronx, and like especially my neighborhood is like a really You ever been to a damn community center and and it's free food and everybody's just showing love in that community?
Absolutely.
And you feel that love, and you in the Bronx or wherever you came from. It feels like that outside on my block, like literally. So like, it's too much love, and the energy is what you look for. Well, you don't even look for the love, you look for the energy, and it comes through. So
yeah, we talk about the energy, and even on the album, you talk about your mentors and how 50 Cent, you love listening to 50 Cent, and we talk about sometimes a lot of the OGs fail the newer artists. Do you look at it differently when you look at some of these new artists coming up? Do you try to holler at them or try to give them guidance? If it's whatever it is, whether it's rapping, whether it's investments, whether things that you did wrong.
I do exactly what I'm supposed to, and on a point of view where I want it to be taught. Like I want to show people things after I'm done and I succeed. That's why when it comes to everything we were just talking about earlier, I'm not gonna tell nobody that and also like guide them wrong. Imagine I'm building a damn some shit. Imagine I'm building a 90-story building in the city, half residential, half hotels right now. And we talking about it. And 2 years later, you asking me what's going on with it. But that shit taking so long with them, condo board approvals and shit that I'm like, I'm in the middle of making all my plans. It's like 2-3 years later, it's like you could finally explain somebody like I succeeded in this shit. Not even succeeded yet. You finally got it running and started the way you want. And then years later, you got to tell somebody I succeeded. Only in music and certain things can you really tell somebody like, boom, because it's right there. I got to tell you, I made it, nigga. But real shit, you can't just guide people in the wrong direction and just be like, yeah, I'm doing this, and they gonna do it and fuck up. You got to wait till you really finish and succeed in that shit to show you, especially if you're teaching your kids.
And especially after you get on. Once you get on and you popping and you no longer in the Bronx, if you still talking that shoot 'em up, bang, bang, that hood shit, and you're not living right, like that shit ain't, you're not going to get rewarded for that.
I'm just saying what people listen to nowadays when they come to all that. Like, you know what I make. But, like, at the end of the day, you got to, you got to entertain. So people know what to do. People know what's right from wrong when I'm saying this shit in my song. So I'm going to say whatever, but people got to be smart enough at the end of the day to have self-control too. Or it's not just, it's not just for me, so.
Let's get A Boogie out of here, man. He been up all night.
That's right.
In the strip club. This shit still smell like strip club.
I was in the club. He's
just
smelling ass right now.
You just smelling ass right now. What's wrong with you? The album is out this Friday. Make sure you stream it. And don't forget. You can see here. You can see where he goes. He never goes to the club. He's smelling that. And don't forget, March 4th, we're presenting A Boogie at the Barclays
That's
Center.
right.
So if you want your tickets, keep it locked, and we might have some tickets to give away before we get up out of here. Again, A Boogie, we appreciate you for joining us. What you want to hear? What you want to get into?
My favorite song right now. That Ride My Wave, you won't ever, water. That's my vibe right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's get into it. It's Water Drowning 2. It's A Boogie. Stream the album right now. It's The Breakfast Club.